I've got a couple of views on doggy daycares. One of them is they're an absolute fucking shambles. And I'll explain why and go into a bit more detail. It's not just going to be as brutal as it's an absolute shambles. But then there are some which I think are great. Now let me explain a bit more. The reason why I feel that they're an absolute shambles with some of them is because it's an absolute shit show where the dogs just go in, they get overexcitable all day long. There's no structure, there's no routine, there's no time for them to switch off. They just go in, they're off lead, they're running about, jumping all over each other, and it's just play. It's a shit show. That type of daycare is going to cause your dog to have behavioural problems, or it's going to become nervous or anxious or reactive. The other type of daycares where they offer structure, they take a vested interest in what training you're doing with your dog, and they try and follow it through and carry it on during the time that your dog's at daycare. They have structured play, they have structured training, they have structured walks, the dogs have daily naps. Them type of daycares, which unfortunately are very few and far between, but them type of daycares are absolutely brilliant. In fact, I worked with a lady once where her daycare actually took time off and came to our training session because she wanted to carry on what I was doing with her dog at the daycare centre in order to help her client get the best and the most out of their time at the daycare. And them type of daycares are absolutely amazing. It's not just fair to lump all daycares into the category of they're a fucking shambles, because they're not. But if you're going to send your dog to a daycare, do your research. Make sure that there's structure, there's routine, there's plenty of rest. And also ask the daycare, what do you do in the event of, say, a dog has a fight? Because most of them will either go, we don't have fights. But in reality, they don't actually know. Anywhere that works with dogs should have something called a break stick. I'm going to put a little picture of one up in this video. But the reality is, do your due diligence, do your research. Structure, play, walks, rest. That type of daycare, absolutely amazing.